He was responsible for getting us out of the South. And hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to introduce myself more to the YouTube community, and so I'm going to do the get to know me tag. The first question is, what is your middle name? My middle name is Adeye. Adeye is actually a Yoruban name. Yoruban is like a Nigerian dialect, and it means royalty, just simply royalty. Like, I do know, or I have heard that like noble people or descendants of like a family of status, their last names will usually start with A-D-E, like Ade, whatever the rest of the last name is. But my mom decided to give that to me as a middle name and kind of feminize it and put a Y-E at the end. What is your favorite color? I love this question. My favorite color is a dusty rose pink, like the color you see behind me, or the color of my little bomber jacket right there. That's my favorite color. Who was your first best friend? My first best friend, my aunt's little Yorkie named Paddington. I met him when I was 7 years old. Was my best friend. Yeah, I feel like best friend is a loose term for me. Cats or dogs? I prefer dogs, but recently I've really been starting to love cats and like understand them more. I don't really get to interact with cats as much as I get to interact with dogs, so maybe that's why I prefer dogs. I do want a cat in the future though. How tall are you? I am 5'7". Funniest moment throughout school. Funniest moment throughout school. I don't want to skip this question, but I honestly don't know how to answer that. There was nothing funny about school. Like, I don't remember a funny moment at all. I hated school. How many countries have you visited? I only visited one country, Nassau, Bahamas. That's kind of like, is that an island or a country? I don't want to sound stupid. Is that like still US territory? I don't know, but I've been there several times. I do want to go to more countries in the future. Like, I plan on going to London for spring. Are you in college or have you gone to college? I am currently in college. I'm a third-year student at the University of Cincinnati, and I'm majoring in fine arts at the College of Design, Architecture, Art, and Planning. I'm actually a first year again, but I still like to call myself a third year because I've like been here for 3 years. I've experienced like 3 years of college, only I transferred from undecided last school year, so that means that I'm a freshman in the fine arts program. That's kind of confusing. What was your favorite and your worst subject in high school? My favorite subject was art, obviously, and my worst subject, probably English. Like, I love to read, but I hate writing papers. I'm pretty good at writing papers, but I hate writing papers. What is your favorite drink? My favorite drink is tea. I love tea. I just bought this yesterday. I specifically love chai tea, and I thought this flavor is cool, vanilla caramel. I also like root beer, Coke, Shirley Temples, but mainly any kind of tea, like hot tea, cold tea, black tea, green tea. You get the point. What is your favorite animal? I am a hardcore animal lover, so that is hard for me to answer. Any animal that shows intelligence and compassion, I love. So basically all animals. What is your favorite perfume? I don't really wear perfume, but I do have these scented lotions from Bath and Body Works. Moonlight Path or warm vanilla sugar are my go-to scents. Tea or coffee? I already answered that. Tea. I do like coffee though. Any warm drink, any drink that goes into a mug, I like. What would you or have you named your children? Well, I don't have any children, but when I do have children, I have given that I've given that some thought. I only have a boy name picked out right now, and I know some people don't like to share it, but I literally don't mind sharing it. Elias, I like that name a lot. I had a great-great-grandfather, and his name was Elias, and he was kind of like the forefather of my family, and he was responsible for getting us out of the South. And I've never met him before, but I'm really thankful. I feel like because of what he did and what his wife did, I can have the things that I have today. So Elias, I think that's an amazing, cute boy name. What sports do you play or have played? I don't play any sports now, but I used to play volleyball, and I used to cheerlead. I'm one of those people that believe cheerleading is a sport. But I quit volleyball because the coaches weren't very encouraging, and I from then on decided that sports weren't for me. Even though I have athletic tendencies, like an athletic build, I just don't think sports are for me anymore. What is your favorite book? I used to read so much, and now I rarely read, but I really like the Twilight Saga. I can't really pinpoint a favorite. Maybe the last book of that saga, was it Breaking Dawn? I'm probably wrong. That was like some years ago. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Okay, I love Raven Elise. She's the one who really motivated me to get the ball rolling with my channel. Like her videos and her pep talks and motivational talks on Snapchat really like encouraged me to start my own channel, because I've been wanting to start a channel since I was 15, and I'm almost 21 now. So it's been a really long time of like procrastinating. But yeah, Raven Elise and Alyssa Forever. I don't really watch her that much, but I admire her. I like her style. The Levine Life. I'm a Grapevine for sure. Like an OG Grapevine, like when baby Jerry was a few months old. What's your favorite movie? I love watching movies. It's so hard to say what movie I like the most. The Jungle Book. I love the Jungle Book movie. I'm an animal lover, so. That new J.K. Rowling movie, the Fantastic Beast movie that J.K. Rowling did. I just like, she has a way of creating these worlds that you don't want to leave. Like, once the movie is over, you're sad that you are in this reality where magic doesn't exist. Are you single or taken? I am taken. What's your idea of an ideal first date? I'm pretty laid back. I wouldn't really want to go to like some fancy restaurant or anything like the ones they depict in movies. Like, maybe just like grab something to eat, obviously, because there's nothing else to do in Cincinnati but eat. And maybe go to a movie. I don't need much to be impressed. Maybe good conversation. Let's just have our first date be like a place where we can have good conversation. How many girlfriends/boyfriends have you had? Only 2 serious boyfriends. The other ones don't matter, or I don't really consider ever being like a thing, but like 2 of them. Favorite memory from childhood? I have a lot of favorite memories of childhood, but I really do cherish the memories of the time I spent with my aunt, and she would take me to puppet shows and to get ice cream at Grader's and art museums. Like, she's really influenced me. Like, I really cherish those memories. Do you speak any different languages, and how well? No, I do not speak any other languages. I wish I did. I do know how to count in Spanish though, and I know all of my colors in Spanish. So, yeah. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have three little sisters, ranging from 13 down to 3. I just love them so much. They're my best friends. I should have said that, like, they're my first best friends, but I'm like significantly older than them, and I had a few best friends before like they became old enough to actually, you know, do stuff with. How would you describe your fashion sense? I don't really know my fashion sense yet. I do know that I have a fashion sense. I just don't know how to describe it. I guess I'm like casual, minimalist, maybe like a few pops of pink in there, but mainly like what you see is usually what I'm wearing, especially during winter. I like sweaters and cozy, comfy things, and I love sneakers. Like, I'm a sneakers girl. I'm not really a heels girl because I'm 5'7", and when I wear heels, I'm like an additional 3 inches, which is like 5'10", and I don't like towering over people. What is your favorite restaurant? My favorite restaurant is this place down the street called Conscious Kitchen. I don't think anyone outside of Cincinnati knows of it, and that's probably the reason why I love it. It's a black-owned restaurant, and not only that, their food is actually really good, and on top of that, they don't serve pork or beef, only like seafood and turkey, like alternatives to pork and beef, and that's what I eat personally. Like, that's how I've ate my whole life. Like, I don't eat pork or beef, only turkey, chicken, or seafood. You gotta support those small businesses, like, especially if they're good. What are some of your favorite TV shows? Okay, I love watching Game of Thrones. I just got into that like a whole 5 years later, like some ridiculous amount of time. I think the first series was in 2011, so yeah. Westworld, oh my gosh, it's at the top right now. If I had a list of favorite TV shows, Westworld is by far the best show ever. I used to like watching The New Girl for sure. I love watching cartoons, especially The Adventures of Gumball. I don't really watch TV that much anymore, but when I did watch TV, I liked watching cartoons like Adult Swim, Rick and Morty, Family Guy. I could go on and on. PC or Mac? Obviously Mac. I love Apple products because of their aesthetic and the sleek designs and everything. Mac all the way. What phone do you have? I have the iPhone 7 Plus. I'm actually filming on it right now, so you can tell how good the camera is. Tell us one of your bad habits. One of my bad habits. I have a bad habit of forgetting things, for sure. I'm getting better at it though. And that concludes the Get to Know Me tag. I hope that that was enjoyable for you and that I said a few interesting things. Until next time, bye. For you, for you, for you, for you.